Hey, welcome back. Just letting you know I am a little under the weather. I think I'm getting a little cold, some sniffles. So if it sounds like I'm talking through my nose sometime through this video, that's because I probably am. All right. So we're going over this first episode of Worst Ex Ever. And in this one, we have three victims, three women who were all terrorized, brutalized, damn near killed by this one guy. And so he basically would meet women either on the internet or in person, right? I guess you could call him good looking. He had the long hair and tats, and he was well built and everything like that. So we start off an episode with I don't remember the names, but the black girl. We start off with her and how everything was going cool till one day they got into an argument. I think, what did he slapped her, and then that was it. She called the police, he got arrested, then came out and started stalking her, damn near killed her, cut her up and everything. She ends up going to jail because I forgot how they end up handcuffing her and taking her to jail because something she couldn't prove. But anyway, we go back and forth. So he's going back and forth between these women. So the girl with the dog, I'll call her the girl with the dog, because again, I'm terrible with names. She just has like a casual thing with him. I think like a few years later, he sits there, holds her hostage. I'm pretty much skipping through because there's no reason for me to say everything was going good, blah, blah, blah. We're just skipping through the violence, all right? So I'm not a big fan of trigger warnings, but yeah, if you're not trying to hear all that, just go to another video of mine, please. But it's not even just a slap or a hit. This guy just totally loses it. This woman wakes up to him sitting on top of her. He shaves her head because he's trying to make her less attractive, quote unquote. He's holding her hostage in her house, all the way to the point where they ran out of food and were forced to go to the grocery store, and that's how she was able to get into contact with someone, get to the police. And the third story, which actually the episode opens up with that girl, but as far as the talking, it starts with the black girl. But the other girl, the one who damn near died because he beat her so bad, we find out that she did survive. When the episode first comes on, you're not too sure if she survived. But they found her with a noose around her neck. Her friend heard the man beating her, and she was trying to get in the house, and then he ended up leaving before the cops showed up, right? So what's so crazy about this is if they would have taken these domestic abuse situations more seriously, he wouldn't have gone as far as he did. He actually ended up killing two people because he was on the run from the last girl, the one that he damn near killed. He was on the run from her. Not from her, but on the run from the cops. And he ended up killing these two people. I think he broke into their house and was all that. So at the end, the finale, where we're thinking he is going to get justice, right? Get his justice and go to jail for life because you done killed two people plus damn near killed three other people. And I'm pretty sure there's probably more women out there that he brutalized that we'll just never know. This fool kills himself, which I call it the coward way out. Now, the third victim in this episode, her friend says, people say he took the easy way out, but I feel like he's right where he belongs, burning in hell. That's all well and good, but I need you to suffer in prison for like the next 30 years of your life before you die. That's just me, because you caused all this go to jail. You're afraid of jail, but you can beat up on all these women. Like, I don't know what his problem was. And then the thing is, we never found out what his thing was, because the cops had even went to his parents' house and they were like, well, yeah, he just snapped and blah, blah, blah. It's like, no, something happened to this dude. Either he has some kind of mental problem, and that's not an excuse, it's an explanation. He either has some kind of mental problem that either the parents tried to hide or they didn't know about, didn't do research about. Maybe they just say, well, he's just volatile, that's just him. They didn't take him to see any psychiatrists or therapists. Something happened to this guy for you, because it's a pattern. And then when the police were looking through his stuff that he had left behind when he was on a run, he had these dating apps. So it's like you're going after women. It's like he hates women or something. Like, what happened? But we'll never find out because he offed himself. And these women are going to have to deal with physical scars, and more importantly, the emotional scars, the trauma. I'm pretty sure all three of them probably have a really hard time being in relationships. The third woman, he knocked all her teeth out. She had to get all new teeth. She had brain damage. I think her lip was reconstructed, because when you watch the episode, you could tell she may have had fillers, but you could tell her mouth is crooked. I think he broke her jaw or something. Like, this dude. And then on top of that, he was into like martial arts. So we already know men are stronger than women. Physically stronger than women. That's just a scientific fact. Doesn't have anything to do with any kind of gender war arguments on the internet. That's just a fact. So it already hurts a lot to get hit by a man, but for one that is specialized in arts, martial arts, that's even worse, because he has been trained to hit a certain way to cause a certain amount of impact on the body. You see what I'm saying? If I'm not mistaken, don't quote me, but I think if you're like a trained boxer or something and you get into a fight with someone, isn't that considered like assault with a deadly weapon, because your body is like, you know, stronger than, or whatever. Don't quote me on that. That's what I heard. So if that's not true, you can let me know down in the comments. So there are 4 episodes of this right now. You know, Netflix throws all the episodes out. So that's probably all they're going to do for this season. I've watched all 4 of them, but I am going to do just, you know, slice them up, and because I want to talk about each video individually. But this is scary because he kind of just, the first disagreement, he just put hands on people. And I'm not making light saying, well, it wasn't just a slap, like a slap is just a slap, but it's one thing for somebody to push you or nudge you. It's nothing for somebody to cut you up, put a rope around your neck, knock all your teeth out. The black girl said he damn near cut her pinky off with a blade. Like, this dude was really insane. And it's like, be careful when y'all are dating. It's hard because when you tell a woman, well, be careful, well, you don't know what man you meet's gonna be crazy as hell. I mean, you just find out. So, whew. But I'm just so glad. Rest in peace to the 2 people that he did kill. But my heart also goes out to the 3 women in the episode. Even though they survived, they still have to deal with the trauma of that. That stuff never goes away. And it totally changed their life forever beyond that point. So, whew. Oh, something I forgot to add. The worst ex ever, this one, and then the worst roommate ever. I do like the animation that they do when they're doing the reenactment. Because, you know, usually when you're watching, like, true crime stuff, they'll have a reenactment, like they'll have actors and stuff. But I think the cartoon adds some ominousness. Don't know if that's a word, but we're going to make it one today. It brings that into it, that ominous type of eerie. I think it fits it very well. Because sometimes the acting is so bad in those reenactments, it's kind of funny. And you don't want to laugh during the true crime, right? So, yeah, I do feel like whoever that was, I know Jason Blum, he's the one that does Blumhouse Entertainment. It's usually like horror movies and stuff. I don't know if it's his idea or whoever, but whoever idea it was to have the animation as a reenactment, that was good. I think that was a nice touch. All right. Shout out to all of you, my subscribers, and those of you who are not subscribed. You know, you can just hit that button for me and let's talk. Go ahead and watch this first episode and let me know in the comments what you think about it. Do you think you still want to try the online dating thing? Like I said, he met some of the women in person. Does this scare you with dating? Does it make you more cautious? Or are you just like, hey, whatever happens, happens? I mean, you can't control it. Let me know, all right? Peace and blessing. And until next time, y'all have a good one.